I want you all to watch this clip before we analyze what's happening here. They spend decades talking down on men on how men are useless. But when disaster strikes, they start to pretend. Now, let's watch.
We might need to start being nicer to the boys because where are the boys at in the snowstorm? The amount of women I have seen online shoveling snow, breaking ice down, defrosting ice. Y'all, I done seen married women out there in boots and shovels, shoveling snow. Where are the boys? Like, men, please. Are y'all mad at us? Do we be talking too much stuff online? Like, what is it? Because I know I be going in sometimes, but you know. When did us women become blue collar workers? What are we going to be doing next? Laying drywall? Then I'm seeing the men posting meals online of them cooking and going to the gym. Where is your videos of you shoveling the snow? Some of the men are becoming baddies, bruh. Because I don't want to see your snow day workout. I actually want to see you shoveling some snow. I want to see that. That's what's going to turn me on. Oh, everything don't need to be posted online. Yes, it does, because I'd rather see you outside with a shovel, metal shovel, getting that ice off the ground, than a video of you doing some squats in the gym on leg day. Don't nobody give a F about that. I did have a gentleman check on me and ask me if I needed some assistance with shoveling the snow. So I'm not going to bash him, but
This is exactly what happens when culture tells men they are optional and then disaster shows up. And if you don't understand the moment, you are going to misunderstand the next 10 years of male behavior. Because what you've been seeing is not laziness, it's withdrawal. And most men watching this started feeling the shift years ago. Listen, bro, the tone has changed, but the expectations are still the same. And in all of this, there is no respect. So now men are moving differently. And listen to me. If you're the kind of man who actually wants to think clearly instead of reacting emotionally to whatever is trending online, smash the subscribe button right now. Not for me, but for clarity. Because the goal of this channel isn't one viral clip. It's long-term leverage for men who see the double standards early. Because here, we don't chase the noise, we build position. Now let's break all of this calmly. For years, the message was very clear. We don't need men. Men are useless. Men are trash. Women can do everything themselves. And mind you, that narrative did not just trend, it normalized dismissal. So men adjusted. They stopped overextending. They stopped volunteering. They stopped chasing validation through service. They went to the gym. They focused on money. They built their health. They cooked their own meals. They stayed in their lane. And now you hear the crazy complaints like, why aren't men outside shoveling snow? You told men independence was strength. Now you are independent. What's the big deal? Do what you're supposed to do. You cannot spend decades minimizing male contribution and then expect traditional male labor on demand. And this is not even about the snow. It's about selective traditionalism. When it benefits convenience, you hear things like, where are the men? When it requires accountability, you hear things like, we don't need you. That contradiction is the exact thing men are reacting to. And here's the part no one is even ready to say out loud. Men are not becoming soft. Men are simply becoming transactional because that's what it is. If you want traditional effort, you offer traditional appreciation. Period. If you want partnership, you offer respect. If you want protection, then you don't publicly mock the protectors. But unfortunately, it's rather unfortunate some men will fall for this because they try to prove their value in environments that quietly resent them. We have all, in some instances of our lives, watched a man keeps overgiving in spaces that don't honor him. And when he finally realizes that those spaces don't honor him, he becomes resentful, he becomes tired. He pulls back late instead of early. But what gives me pride is that young men are pulling back early, which is good. That's the shift. Now, let me ask you something, bro. Why should it be considered selfish when a man is walking on his body, but shoveling some snow somewhere is considered attractive? Think about it. One improves your leverage, the other improves her driveway. But the question is, which one compounds long term for you? And this is where most men wake up. They realize effort should compound, not just impress, it should compound. But here's where I'm going to redirect you. Don't celebrate withdrawal. Don't become bitter. Become disciplined. If you shovel snow, do it because it aligns with your standards, not because you are shamed online by someone you don't even know. And if you don't, own it calmly. Here's the real win. You become the kind of man who helps when he chooses to, not when he's guilted into. That requires physical strength. It requires emotional control. It requires clear standards. It requires selective generosity, not reaction. Because awareness without a structure is just complaining with better vocabulary. And this channel is not built for men who just want to complain. It's a filter. Men who resonate with this, they know what to do. They already see the shift happening. But men who don't, they will sound harsh. They will throw in insult here and there. But that is fine. By the way, if you're watching this and you're not 100% sure whether opting out of dating was the right move or not, or you're even thinking about opting out but you've not pulled the trigger yet, I built something for you. It's called the opt out test. It's free. It's not motivation, it's a mirror. It takes less than 7 minutes of brutal, honest questions. And when you finish answering those questions, you will know where you stand. You'll know if you're building leverage or you're just reacting emotionally. Again, the link is on the description of this video and on the first comment. It's free. Now, here's the future cost most people don't see. Men who feel unappreciated don't explode, they disengage. And disengagement don't show up for snowstorms. This is what you have to understand. They show up for themselves. The culture told men to be less necessary. Now, the culture is shocked men are less available. That's not rebellion. That's adaptation. And if you're a man who wants clarity early rather than regrets later, you know what I mean. If you're the kind of man who sees patterns before they become headlines, you know what I mean. Welcome to the tribe. Because you are aligning yourself with discipline instead of drift. And if this hits something you've been noticing quietly, good. That means you are paying attention. So I have just one thing for you. Stay sharp. Share with your brother who needs to watch this. See you in the next one. Copy that.